remember when I was in the classroom that June was the shortest and longest month of the year. There's so much to do, so many things that you want to finish well. But the good news is, it is the last month of the school year, and you can now look forward to your summer break, a wonderful time of year where you have the privilege of being with your friends, your family, getting to do more of the things you love to do, and really giving yourself some time to refresh after what has been a busy year. So what has your year been like? Mine has been the busiest year I have ever had in all the years that I've served as the director of ACSI. I am looking forward to having some time to step away from my phone, my computer, my screen, and just doing the things that I love to do. Being outdoors, being with my family, hanging out with my grandkids, going to the park, going to the beach, having picnics, just not being interrupted all day long by texts and messages and people that desperately need some help. See, one of the advantages of my work, and yours too, is that everyone goes on vacation at the same time. And so we get really quiet over the summer because that is when everybody's trying to get some rest. So it's one of the many benefits of being an educator. So as I finish this year, I want to encourage you to do some simple things this summer that, according to the research, are going to help you have a really good summer. And these are things that I've shared with you before, but I was just recently reading an article again in The Atlantic, actually, about how to increase your happiness. And these things are from research, but they're reinforced by the Word of God. And here they are. So the first thing that I would encourage you to do to get a really good summer in is to minimize the amount of time you're staring at a screen like the one you're staring at right now. Read physical books if you love to read. Get outside or watch things with others instead of in a solitary way. Give yourself an experience with other people that you can share together and talk about together in a room where you're all together. Because I know you can watch a video together and then text each other. It's not the same as watching a movie with friends in a room and then having time to talk about it. That's something that happens in my house quite often. Get outside as much as you can. We don't have long summers here in Canada, but when summer comes, it's beautiful all over the country. And this is a time that people like to go camping, like to go walking. Please get outside as much as you can. One of the number one things that the researchers are telling people to increase their happiness is to be outdoors. Go for a walk, sit on a beach, have a picnic. But all of those things of being directly in contact with the natural world just serve our hearts and our minds and our souls in a really powerful way. And of course, be with people, hang out with people, be with your family, be with your friends, maximize the amount of time that you're physically in the presence of others. Talk to them. And finally, something that many of you probably don't do, because the other three things I hope you do a lot of already, the last thing I would encourage you to do is to keep or start a gratitude journal. Something I plan to start this summer, where every morning when you get up, you actually write down 2 or 3 things that you're thankful for. And then before you shut down during the day, write things that you're thankful for that happened that day. All the research tells us that the more you do something as simple as that, the more happy you are, the more grateful you are, the more thankful you are for the life that you have. Because we have every reason as followers of Jesus to be deeply grateful and deeply thankful. And you know why that is? Because we have an incredible future ahead of us. Yes, we're in a troubled time. Yes, the world is full of trouble. But Jesus says, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world. So what that means is that even though right now things might be hard and difficult and there might be a lot of things to elevate our fear and our anxiety and even our discouragement, the reality is we can be thankful that our God is in control, that He's working out a great future for you personally and for the world in general, and that He is in control of this world, turning evil into good, weaving random things together into beautiful patterns that will bring glory to Jesus forever and also will be for your good forever. And the more every day you get to focus on things like, hey, I woke up and I had more than enough food today. I woke up in a lovely house. I woke up with friends or family around me that I love. I know this hard thing is under God's control, and I know that God is going to bring good about it. The more you write that stuff down, according to the research, the happier and more positive you are. So why don't you do that this summer? Why don't you fight for a more positive outlook? Why don't you fight against the despair that is always lingering in the corners of our lives, because the world is so full of it right now? Why don't you take time to be a Sabbathing person who rests in the goodness and love and mercy and power and future of God? So have a really good end to your year. Have a really good rest this summer. Learn to celebrate more deeply and more consistently, because we know as followers of Jesus that the best is always yet to come. Bless you.